Hello, Wade Hampton parents. This is Dr. Grant, principal here at Wade Hampton. Just want to come to you once again to give you more information about our virtual academy and e-learning, but do it in a parent edition format so it can help you understand the structures and the requirements for students as we continue to engage with them in this new environment that we're in. First and foremost, we want to highlight once again the expectations for students that they work on a daily basis. It is required that students watch the lessons that teachers are posting in their Google Classroom from them. Teachers are creating new content and they are using their Fridays to create work ahead of time and create new lessons ahead of time. And so it's required that students attend their Google Classrooms on a regular basis to watch those lessons. It's required that they turn in their completed assignments each day for each class. And we need them to be able to be present in the Google Classroom. Come into the Google Classroom, turn on your camera, engage with the teacher on a regular basis. The Google Classroom in itself is structured consistently across the building in its format, but may have some independent variety when it comes to each teacher. But here's what's consistent for each student. Students may be experiencing recorded and live lessons there, daily questions on surveys, group or individual work, independent practice, and certainly daily assistance from their teacher. In regards to attendance each day, it's important that students understand that their participation in the Google Classroom, they're participating in live lessons or Q&A sessions, participating in group work with other students, and completing their classwork and submitting assignments will afford them to be counted present for that particular day. The absence of all of these will result in a student being counted as absent for that particular day. Students are expected to complete all the assignments. The assignments will be graded and recorded according to the guidelines of Greenville County Schools. This is important to understand because this was a little bit different this past spring of 2020 when it was more based on participation. We're no longer in the participation realm anymore. We are actually grading assignments on a daily basis and inputting those grades in the grade book that will count towards their final grade, which eventually will count on their final transcripts. This includes homework, minor assessments, and major assessments. Let's talk a little bit about makeup work policy, and this is based on, once again, a student's attendance at school. If students are absent from a class, virtually, e-learning, or in the building, and they're excused, they have a 5-day window to make up the work from the days from once they return back from an excused absence. For an unexcused absence, student who misses school or misses class for an unexcused absence, there is no 5-day grace period. There will be a point deduction for each course or each assignment in a course, and it's really based on the academic department for which that class is in. So for those specific information, it's important that students reach out to teachers. Teachers will share that information with students about what the point deduction looks like for assignments that are submitted past an unexcused absence. This graphic once again gives us a visual in regards to the consistency day-to-day basis in a virtual environment. You will notice here that there are several things that's consistent each and every day. It's expected that students attend their Google Meets, that they complete their assignments, and that they check in with their teachers during their office hours. But what you will notice that the lessons will be continuous. Each day will be a new lesson for students to engage. That's why it's very important that they attend the Google Meet to get information and complete the corresponding assignments each day. Fridays, once again, is still a school day. The only difference on Fridays is that office hours for teachers are condensed to earlier in the day, so that the majority of the day can be used for teachers to plan for the upcoming week and for students to engage and catch up on their work for that particular week. Communication is going to be vitally important for any of this to work for all of us. So we encourage students to communicate clearly with their teachers, either during their Google Meets, during their office hours, or do email. Stay in communication with your teachers is very, very vital. It's important that when you send an email that the communication is very clear about what you're actually asking versus sending an email or something like, I don't understand what I'm doing. It'll be more clear if you explain specifically what it is you need assistance on so the teacher can pinpoint and be able to assist you very, very well.